was it to have a weekend off?
Felt good. Felt great. A couple days off. I was just chilling, stretching, so getting some water in me. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
What sort of bad taste did that Carolina game last year leave in your mouth when you guys were streaking so good at the end of the year, and then to have that sort of letdown? What was that like for you?
Yeah, that was bad. In my opinion, it was a really bad taste in our mouths after that. And obviously we remember that coming into this week. And but it was a super bad taste. I keep it simple, just that it was a really bad taste. There's nothing else to really say about that one.
What went wrong with the run defense as you look back at that game?
Yeah, it just weren't being disciplined with our in our gaps and with our eyes and hands, and feet, stuff like that. It was little small stuff that adds up to be huge, obviously. But we weren't disciplined in our. Just speaking D-line wise, we weren't disciplined with our hands, feet, eyes, being in our gaps and stuff like that.
You talked this offseason just about taking things more seriously. We obviously saw it with just the body and what you're able to do with that. These last two games, maybe some of the best football you've played in your career. So, do you feel like the effort, the work that you put in the offseason, are you seeing the fruits of that labor?
Yeah, I feel like I am. I feel like I am seeing what the time and the work that I've put in. But I still haven't done nothing. It's still very early. And we have a lot more season, a lot more games, a lot more plays to make. So, but I am seeing it. I noticed a difference on the field with me. Just watching myself personally.
Sorry about that. You guys have been historically good against the run here the first 4 games. What do you think's been the catalyst behind that the first month of the season?
Yeah, just cleaning up things technique-wise, obviously. Going to the football side of things, just cleaning up things technique-wise. We understand things better now, where we're supposed to fit and stuff like that. And then on the other side of things, our mentality, just who we are as a defense, who we are as a team. That's the identity we want to put out there. And then also we know we want to win games, and our key to winning games is helping stop the run. So it's just a mentality thing, and then just being disciplined, just playing football, doing what we're coached to do. Nothing I'd say it's not really something special going on. We're just playing good football. So
back to kind of what Justin asked. Aaron AG said something this summer about he told you as proud as he was of the weight loss and how you change your body. It was there's some pretty damn good athletes out there that aren't damn good football players. So make sure you be the second part. I'm wondering how that stuck with you and what you did to make sure that you weren't just a better athlete, and that you were still a good football player, would be a better football player.
Yeah, absolutely. That stuck with me big time. Just because of the fact, that's very true. Some people are great athletes, just not very great at football, and you got to be great at football, obviously, to win these games and to make these plays and stuff like that. But that stuck huge with me because I wanted to be a player here that's producing for our team, that's a good team player, and that's just doing everything the right way, doing everything that needs to be done to be able to help win games. So that stuck big with me. Just making sure I'm locked in with my technique and stuff. I'm in shape, and that stuff I don't want to have to worry about. Oh, I'm tired these plays. I just want to worry about, I can correct my technique here. I'm already in shape. I'm good. So being a good football player is definitely a huge part of it.
So in addition to what you did to get the body right this offseason, what did you do to get the football side right, I guess?
Yeah, just working on my run game stuff. We had a little summit down in Texas for a little bit. I was down there working out. I was just doing D-line stuff, kind of traveling around or whatever this offseason. But I was just working hands, feet, hips, eyes, just watching different videos, talking to different former players and stuff like that, just kind of getting insight. So.
We put that summit together, Alim?
Pete Jenkins did that. Yeah. And it's former players such as maybe Brock or Nick Williams. I talked to a couple former guys from the Bears and stuff like that, Vikings, just kind of guys all over, Mike Pierce and stuff like that. So guys all over, to be honest.
How far in Texas did you travel? What did you?
Oh, I was just in Dallas. Yeah, I was just in Dallas right there doing that.
With different guys, essentially?
Yeah, it was just like a little summit. We were just talking ball.
You learned from that experience?
I learned a lot. I learned a lot, actually, that I'm, obviously carried over with me to the season. Not to get specific, because it was actually a lot that I learned in there. It was just different things, hand placement, and different types of steps you can take, different stances, and reading different things, so stuff like that.
Can you give us one example of something that maybe you learned that has paid off, so far?
Just like your power step, your punch step can kind of change everything, whether it's run away or run to you. That punch step allows you to do almost anything. You create knockback on that guard or tackle, whoever you're going against. it kind of eliminates a lot of the other things that's going on. So
And you feel like you've done better with that?
I feel like I'm getting better at that. Yeah, for sure.
Dave, I know you said it's more of a mentality thing than anything with the way the run defense play, but I know we talked to AG at some point this offseason. He's said he tweaked the technique a little bit. You were playing. I feel like we heard gap and a half a couple times from guys. Just I guess from a technique perspective, what are you guys doing differently across the front of the line that's kind of helping you have some of the success?
Yeah, it's as far as tweaked, it's like really, I'd say it's really like small. It's like maybe taking some tilt out of your stance, and like I was saying with the 6-inch punch step and stuff like I was talking about, it was just like little small stuff like that helped us and gave us like advantages. So I wouldn't say it's too much different. It's still all the same techniques and everything. It's just the way we align or something might be a tad different just to give us a small advantage. But we're still lining up and just playing football, honestly. It's just line up. The guard's here, I'm here. Might be a regular call, whatever. Just you got to get off the ball and read your keys. So we haven't changed too much. Like, it's really minute stuff, really small stuff, but we're still lining up, just playing ball, too. And that's what AG likes to do, so.
You guys were a really young defense when you took your lumps last year. There wasn't a whole lot of continuity from 2021 to 2022, and a lot of rookies and second-year guys getting their first experience. How much do you think maybe just the chemistry you built as a unit is paying off this year?
Oh, yeah. I think that's one of our biggest factors right now, too. Just guys we've been around, we've been through war with them, training camp, stuff like that. The chemistry right now, I'd say, is very strong. We're all on the same page. We're all brothers in here. It's like family here. So I'd say our chemistry is playing off huge for us on the field, just as far as communication and little small things that we'll see. We're picking a guy up, maybe something happened, and he kind of dwelling on that next play type of mentality. So our chemistry is huge. Our chemistry is a huge factor for us on the field, and it's really strong right now, I would say.
So after starting, your first 2 years, record-wise on the other side, how rewarding is it now for the team 3-1 sitting here first quarter of the season?
It's cool. It's cool. We haven't done anything yet, though. It's still very early. 3-1 does sound great, though. It's good to be in that position, but that can change in a heartbeat. So we just got to stay on everybody's necks from these next couple of weeks. So, but it feels good to be here, but we have not done anything yet. So
how much has it helped you to do what you want to do up front? That you've gotten good leads in the last couple of games, and maybe not force your opponent not to do all the stuff it might want to do.
Oh, as far as like making them one-dimensional, yeah, that's huge. Like I was saying earlier, that's a huge factor in the winning games, making a team as one-dimensional as you can. And by stopping the run, that makes them one-dimensional. They have to drop back and pass, and then that allows us to rush and get to the quarterback and stuff like that. But that's a huge part of the game. That's pretty much the game, making a team one-dimensional, I would say. But that's huge.
For an offense, when they can run the ball, that's probably the most powerful feeling they got. They feel like they're exerting their will.
Yeah.
And is it the same thing when you're stopping the run? Can you feel yourself taking a little life out of them?
Yeah, that's the best way to put that, actually. Because when you're on the defensive side and somebody's running the ball down, it's very it just wears you down. And when we're doing it to them and we're taking the run game out of the game, and they're just half of their playbook's gone now. So it's stuff like that. They have to run a whole nother set of things. They have to drop back. They have to pass. But once you're stuffing a run like that, you do feel like you're just taking the breath and taking the life away. So, but that's just what it feels like. Yeah.
So what does it mean to have the number one run defense in the league, and what would it mean to be that in that spot?
What would it mean? That would be huge. That's our goal, is to be the best defense in the league. But that would be huge, because that just shows tenacity, violence, the mentality we play with. Because that's not easy. Stopping the run, and especially in the NFL, is not easy at all. And to be number one and to be in that spot, that'd be huge.
But you said the 6-inch punch step for skilled players in the room, or even as unskilled as we were, who didn't play defensive line. Well, can you explain that a little bit? I assume that's your first step.
Yeah, just the first step.
What you did before, or is that?
6 inches is just like that's just what they call it. They just call it a 6-inch punch step. But it's just so it'll be shorter. And once you take a longer step like that, you'll get reached and cut out of your gap, stuff like that. So they say 6-inch punch step just so it'll be nice and short in the ground, get your feet in the ground. Yeah, so because if you take a long step, and depending on who the guard or tackle is, you take a long step and you get out in front of you, you're probably gonna be on your back. So.
And who was the one that when you were having this summit, who was the one that sort of put that in your head, like the importance of that?
Oh, well, I mean, we talk about the punch step here with AG, but that's just like a universal thing, though. But P. Jenkins was just running that. He ran the little D-line somewhere or whatever. But we talk about that here, though. That's a universal thing, though.
Liam, last year's last year, this year's this year, but a lot of guys are still on this roster. Do you take any motivation in like a revenge game type thing of getting back and putting these guys in place after they ran on you like that last year?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I'd be a fool to say it wasn't. So in my head, yeah, 100%, because it was what it was. We saw the game last year, and we just got to get our get back. That's all it is.
What did you think of Benito's pregame game out there?
The fit? That's Benito. I don't even know what to say about that, but that's Benito. Like, if you didn't know who Benito was, there he is right there. That was funny, though. That's Benito all day long, though.
You start off with a bigger role this year, and you haven't relinquished it because you're playing closer up to your expectations. So knowing that you can be a bigger part of this revenge game, if you will, I mean, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I know I take a lot of pride in, my run defense, being able to, get off the spot and read, kind of gaps and where I need to be in order to make the play. We know what they're going to come in here and do, and I know if I've been watching it and kind of try to, select a few plays where I know I can make the play. It's amazing to see how far I've come from last year, and to be able to, go into a game where I didn't play much last year, and to be able to, be a part of it and help, stop the run game and help the defense continue on this run that we have as far as stopping the run game. It's huge for me. It means a lot to me, and I couldn't do it without the guys around me. So.
They got new coaches, new players, and Miles Sanders is kind of their lead back now. So how is the run game different this year than it was last year?
I would say, still getting to that point. We just got in, but what I've seen on tape is, it's kind of the same thing. Miles is obviously a good running back. We played him last year, and a couple years ago, last year in Philly, a very explosive player. So we know he's going to bring to the table. Kind of do the same thing. I know we watch a lot of the same side stuff, runs, and a lot of downhill runs. So which is good. So as long as we, be sound as a defense, hold our gap responsibility, I think we'll be good.
I realize you're just getting into the table, but when you play a team that has a rookie quarterback, I mean, what sort of opportunity is that for a defense to, get after the guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, but obviously, when you're young, you're still a lot of experience, and I think that, as a defense, I wouldn't say it gives you the upper hand, but it kind of do in the sense of just, you kind of have to, play games with them, show different coverages, shells and things like that, disguises and stuff, things that, we hope he can't pick up on. He could, but, that comes with the game plan, and I know AG has a good game plan for this week, so I'm excited.
Speaking of which, just starting to sprinkle in a little bit of a pass rushing role for you and Jack. How nice is it to kind of get back into that role, go back to your college roots a little bit there?
Oh, man. What was that? Atlanta. When we came in the meeting room and they said I would have that role on third down, it was like I couldn't stop smiling. I'm texting my wife. I'm like, I get to rush, I get to, stop the run, and I get to go out the quarterback on third down. It's amazing. It's a role, obviously, you guys know that I played at Purdue that really, helped me out a lot, to be able to, stop the run and then go get a sack. And it's amazing on critical downs. Very excited. I know I will, I don't know yet, but, I should have that same role at some point, but depending on the game plan. But it was amazing to go out there and do what I love, and that's going to go get the ball, so.
And with Shep, you've worked with him, obviously, since you got here, just with him taking over the pass rushing side of the thing on the defense, how nice is it to have his voice there as you get those more pass rushing roles? It's
amazing. We got guys like Hutch and stuff that's in our room, and Coach Shep is just an amazing coach. He knows he's very detail-oriented, very passionate about what he does, wants to help the players in every sense he can. So it means a lot, and a guy who's done it for multiple years in this league, you just take the advice and he gets it. He's a player's coach for sure. and try to put each player, each linebacker in a position to go out and make plays. And just taking advice and using some techniques that he has used has really helped a lot of us in the room. So,
How will it benefit you, maybe moving forward, that all four of you guys are playing a role? But typically you don't see that. There's maybe two guys, you'll sprinkle in another guy or two, but all four of you guys are really playing a lot on defense. How do you think that'll help you in the long run?
Keep us fresh, especially, when we get to where we want to go. It's healthy on our bodies. And the fact that you could, rotate four guys and there's no drop off, I think that's amazing. And like you said, not too many people do it. And maybe some people should do it, but, it's been amazing. We all learn and feed off each other. Alex, obviously, as our leader, teaches a lot, and we learn different things. I learn from Jack learns from me, Malcolm, even Jerm here and there. We got a bunch of guys in the room that can play, which is amazing. And the fact that we're all here together, doing it together, and, still, and not so much of the competing phase, it's just kind of easier for us. And we understand, going in the week, what's going to be our role and what we have to do in order to help our team win and succeed, for sure, so.
More and more people are noticing Alex's contributions in the run game and in coverage. How valuable has he been over the course of the last couple of weeks?
Man, Alex is in my eyes, he's a star, man, and many others. A guy that knows the game, a guy that knows where to be and at the right time. Me and Alex always talk. We train together. It just really become my best friend. And, I always thank him, because I don't think I would be where I am without him in this league, honestly. A guy who, took me under his wing, showed me the ropes, kind of explained to me a lot of things when I was going through a situation I was going through my first and second year. He kind of gave me some confidence, man, because he believed in me, and that, that was huge for me. And ever since then, our relationship has took off. And, he's just a leader on the field. He's a violent player, knows the game well, knows what the offense wants to do, always in the right position to make plays, and that's a guy you want around. That's a guy you want on the field with you and playing beside you. So, I'm honored to have him playing next to me, and so yeah, so I take pride in our relationship for sure. So,
Derrick, you were here during some tough times for this defense when things weren't going well. Do you guys believe you're a good defense now versus maybe before you hoped you were, and is there a different mindset?
We always believed. I think we just had to put the pieces together and believe in ourselves, what we can do. We have the tools, we have the players, we have the coaches, and I truly believe that. And to show that is happening now. You see it on the field, you see it for the last 4 weeks. We have a group of guys who are hungry, who wants to be the top defense, who wants to be one of the top defenses, and we're going to continue to do that, continue to grow every week, fix the small things, so it doesn't bite us in the behind in the long run. But we truly believe that, we are a great defense, and we continue doing that week by week and trying to progress week by week. So
You start racking up sacks like you have, 12 in 2 games. It's almost become a feeding frenzy for the guys up front, like a competition, like I'm getting the next when you guys are playing off each other.
I would say that's what you want. I think energy feeds off of energy. When you see one guy get a sack or somebody else, and not even a sack, just making a play, it makes you want to make the play. It makes you want to put yourself in position to make the play. And I think that we're just feeding off each other. Hush, Charles, me, Jack, Amish, Mac, the interior guys like Benito, Bugs, and I think that, now it's the point, like, everybody's competing to make plays. What you want, D-line to be quarterback hungry. That's what kind of crush the pocket and allowing the quarterback not to scramble and stuff like that, which helps out in the back end. Like I said, we have a group of guys who are hungry and want to go get it, and also not just for themselves, but for the team, so.
Excellent. In front of you, just how high a level is he playing at?
Man, Mac, when I first got here, I was like, Mac is going to light this league up, man, like as he is now. Amazing player, knows his role, has great technique, strong as hell, dude. I don't understand how strong he is. It's crazy to see him lift. But I knew, everybody knew he was going to be, he could be a star in this league. And just having him up front, knowing you're protected as a linebacker, like that's a guy you want to play in front of you. And he's going to continue to progress. And he's shot guys last game. He's going to continue to shock people. So I'm excited for the journey for him. So you see that man bench, squat. It don't matter what. I seen. Probably training in OTAs where we actually do a lot more lifting, and I didn't see him about. First of all, he warms up with 3 plates. That's like, you know what I'm saying? He warms up with 3 plates. So, I didn't see him put about 4 or 5 plates on, and it make it look easy. Like that's unbelievable. Like and he gets up and it's like he's still warming up. I'm like, okay, dude, you can, lay off the weights, man. But no, he's Mac is really strong. So.